Welcome back to episode 100 of the podcast, everyone. It's so good to be back.
Woo!
Jesus Christ, Reese.
Oh, am I a bit loud?
It's a little bit.
Yeah, it's my deep, booming voice coming over the airwaves, live in my back garden today, actually. It's a lovely sunny day. This is actually, it's been a long time. Have we ever done a podcast in the day?
It's been a long time.
Getting outside, touching some grass.
Usually we just get wasted.
Yeah. I mean,
we
the
were still
two
be
aren't
getting
mutually
wasted.
exclusive.
We were still be getting wasted regardless of the time, but
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, we all love that. So how have we all been, boys?
I'm doing all right. I'm just ordering Uber Eats right now for my boy Reese because he's hungry.
Oh, no, I told you didn't have to.
He says he doesn't have
doesn't
to.
have to.
Well, okay.
But he won't mind
Let's
if you
let
do.
the audience decide.
Oh no, sorry, but it's better if you do.
Let's
Yeah.
get the audience to decide because I reckon the assumption was in your messages that you would buy me a kebab.
Oh, I don't
Because-
know about that.
No. Wait, just because you're closer to the soundboard buttons. But
The contract was signed and sealed
audience,
with a react.
write in the comments what you reckon. Okay, so if a homie texts you kebab o'clock with a question mark standing outside a kebab parlor,
Have you considered
it
that you're
sounds
being
like
mocked?
they're asking. and then
considered that
if
it
you
was-
reply with chicken and satay sauce, love heart. And then they come back and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't think
Yeah.
you wanted a kebab."
I think it was awfully presumptuous of you to.
All I can see here is it's actually yee chicken and satay sauce. I thought you were just telling me that you enjoy chicken and satay sauce kebabs. I
But
don't think you're like, can you
kebab
get
o'clock
me?
means kebabs for the boys.
Well, that's okay, Reese, because I'm actually going to buy you a
Wow.
kebab right now
Oh,
on
no,
Uber
no,
Eats. See, look,
so-
he says no. Audience, he says no.
Sorry to-
Tell me what he wants. Does he want a
Well,
kebab? Does he not
Well,
want a kebab?
I reckon if this was trial by like women who are much better than a bunch of dudes at that communication skills
Women
and
bad.
understanding
I think
subtext.
wife bad.
Speaking of, have we seen the Barbie movie yet, boys?
Nah, still not yet. I did see Oppenheimer.
I do wanna see
but
it.
Oh.
How do you see one without the other?
I was
haven't
sitting
seen
through
Oppenheimer
Oppenheimer
yet.
the whole time thinking, I should have gone to Barbie. Not that it was bad. It was a great movie. Don't get
me,
me
me
wrong.
and the boys want to see. Yeah, we're going to do
Have some of this, boys.
Oppenheimer first and then
Reach
Barbie.
over.
We reckon that if-
No. The mood whiplash is terrible. I heard it described as halfway through your mother's funeral,
yeah.
a bunch of clowns come in and glitter bomb you. That's how I've heard it described.
But the
as
other
if we're
option
that
is
around.
you go to Barbie, you have a good time, everyone's feeling good, and then you just like have a
Yeah.
complete downer.
Such is life. Such is life. It's a cycle of things. All
Damn.
that born must die.
The bomb, it exploded.
No
Cillian Murphy
spoilers! Don't spoil this for me.
Cillian Murphy did a great fucking job, man. Okay, so today we've got
I
some
did love Barbie though.
some
Barbie was
Desert
good.
Blaze, boys. Some
Desert
did you
Blaze.
have some of this? You want a little? I'll roll.
Oh no, I'm gonna be a good boy.
But
I
some-
gotta manage the soundboard. It's a
some
very high paced job. you know?
Desert Blaze, which if you
Yeah.
keep up to date with the hot internet news, is the new slogan for X, the fucking Twitter shit. What's it? Blaze your glory.
What the hell are you talking
Blaze
about?
Blaze your glory. Twitter has been renamed to X.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Has
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Have you been offline or under a rock or
You
something
know
for a
what?
little
The
bit?
rename I actually kind of support because the only thing I used Twitter for was porn, anyways. So it's very on brand for me.
Yeah,
that
the
it's
X,
like,
you
oh,
can
yeah.
now
yeah.
just go to
It
X
makes-
videos
yeah,
and
just
find
go to
out.
X.
But yes, Blaze your glory, the new tagline for
For X.
X.
I'm sorry, boys. I just like.
Oh my god,
stay
blaze
away
your
from Twitter
glory.
news.
What the
No, I
fuck?
think you should stay away from the internet and Twitter, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm actually.
I
a
love
bit
how
impressed.
fast this
You-
story is developing. It's
Mr.
just
Terminally
absolutely
online.
tattooing, like
Oh, he's
torpedoing
crazy, bro.
a company. Yeah.
Bro
So what do you
fumbled
think,
one hot goth GF and has just been embarrassing himself on the internet for years.
Shout out to Grimes.
Shouts
to
out.
Grimes.
Shout out to Grimes.
Friends of the pod.
Yeah.
Do you want Johnny's Kebab and Burger Grill or the Kebab Lads Harrisdale?
Johnny's Kebab. And
Johnny's
Burger
Kebab.
Grill.
Yeah, because that's got $1 sign. The other one has $2 signs. And you're not that expensive, Reese.
$2 signs is one too many.
I think this is the place where you're. Oh no, maybe it
Chicken
wasn't.
kebab and
Yeah.
satay sauce.
Yeah.
They don't have satay sauce, Reese.
What?
No sauce. I'm gonna give you. There's no sauce or no sauce 2, the sequel to No Sauce.
I don't
got no sauce.
I don't know if I
Do you
really.
want mint, coriander chutney?
I mean, no, I don't think so.
Seems
How
some
do you
strange
not have
kebab
satay
options.
sauce?
Well, it's not really a kebab sauce. That's like a
You
Chinese
got peanut
sauce.
butter? You make your own.
no,
Satay
because it's like a
sauce.
Turkish place. The place kebabs, turkey.
I mean,
satay.
Turkey's in Asia, right?
I mean, okay, I see your point. All right, well, let's just
Not
go
all
with,
Asians are the same, Reese.
let's just go chili mayo.
Chili mayo.
Oh,
Okay, then.
what kind of satay? So I'll take the
Hot chili
Oh,
or
actually,
sweet chili?
Let's just
Oh,
go
chili
at least
mayo
it's
down
chili.
here.
At
down
least
there,
it's
yeah.
chili.
Yeah. You can choose an extra sauce.
Oh, maybe they hid it in here.
Johnny's burger sauce.
They have some secret sauce in here. I
What's
don't
up
think we're in
with
the fourth one. Like,
the
they have
meat box
spicy mayo.
Stores only giving you 2 sauces now instead of 3.
Dude, like inflation has been hitting us down
and
bad.
then you put in the comments, "Hey, could I please have the 3rd sauce?" And you like lucky if you get it half the time.
Yeah, no.
Crying
we do
into your
not
meat
like
box.
that. We do not like that.
Kebab add-ons, Reese.
Okay, kebab
Extra
add-ons.
cheese. Does that come with cheese?
I don't
mean,
want cheese, to be
you don't
honest,
want
because it's
cheese?
always cold. Like, unless you toast
Yeah.
the cheese and
Well, I
it
won't-
melts.
Yeah, crunchy chips. Do you want chips on the side, Reese? See
Oh.
how good I take care of my co-host, everybody?
Mate,
You better not hear him complain about anything ever again.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, Reese, I got distracted. There's nothing left in that.
Oh, good. Let's go for... No, I don't need chips. I'm not going to be greedy. Unless the boys want chips.
I'm joking.
Nah, it's all you, Reese. This is all
God.
you.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I've
this
got
is
my-
some kind of, like,
Got my 2
either
beers.
pick justice, you know?
Wait, what's that dude got to do with it?
No, I mean, like, the Edis, like, the, like, mythology, like, Norse mythology.
Oh,
I think that's why I was referring to. I can't remember the exact name of it, but like the idea of like a sort of karmic justice sort of thing is that
Yeah, it
I
would be
must now
nice if it
sit
was
here
true,
and
yeah.
be watched while I eat a kebab.
Well, you're the
yeah.
one that made
We
made
will
such
be
a big
watching.
deal about how you
It
weren't
was
getting
a
a kebab today.
it was a jab. It was a jive. It was a.
I think you were dead on the nail with the stuffed burger bit. I think that was perfect. It's all right. You will get your kebab.
I'm sure I will.
He's
I know I will.
40 to 45. Is that what's that? 40 to 75 minutes away. You know, either one of those two extremes.
And you're lucky if it's warm when it gets you. Hope you have a microwave.
Oh no, I have an air fryer. Just chuck in that.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's the way you do it. Air fryer gang. Air fryer gang. Air fryer gang. Air fryer gang. Air fryer gang.
Do you want to hear some t-shirt ideas that I want to sell?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're going to
please.
monetize this bitch, aren't we?
Yeah.
Go
So.
ride it to the moon, just
Shit,
like
you're doing pod shirts, you reckon?
yeah.
Oh, not for the pod. This is for myself,
Yeah,
just to
yeah,
keep
yeah.
my money for all myself.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good.
Boy Alaska shirts.
Yeah. Oh,
I
those.
really liked the one. Shit, I was
Just
meant
don't
to
end
get
up
one.
with
Oh, you put a
2,000
shirt out
unsold product
just
in
before
your
you went to
back.
Melbourne.
I did, yeah. The
Nang
Nang
shirt
shirts,
was
yeah.
fucking sweet.
Yeah, I
man.
still got those lying around because I haven't found out a way to actually sell them
All
properly.
right,
you
well,
know?
I'll get one
Yeah.
off you next time.
Yeah, I'll give you a Nang's shirt.
Who's the artist you got?
That was a guy called Log Jams from a band called Dong Fang. I don't think the band exists anymore, but they like played like a show with me, like a,
Dong fan.
I
yeah,
think I
Shout out. Are we shouting them out?
yeah, friends of the pod,
We
Dong
can-
Fang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that your going away one?
One of them. This was like
one
a
of those rock
house
bands
party.
was
Yeah,
sweet, man. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. House party at the.
this is at Jocelyn Street.
That's the dodgy deal, dodgy fucking stealer. Was it?
Yep, the dodgy
The
stealer.
dodgy stealer.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah.
a friend of the pod.
not a friend of the pod.
So we need to monetize the like stuff to repay the kebab fees.
Yeah, to repay Reese's exorbitant kebab fee. I mean, like, man's
that
bleeding me
spicy
dry.
mayo was an
$8.99
extra
service fee.
There's
$2.
extra dollar for spicy mayo. They had to make the mayo spicy.
How horrible is it? You get like a $20, if you're lucky, $10, $15, $20 off voucher, and then you look and it's like minimum spend $50. So you add it to the cart, and
Yeah.
you're like, well, at least it'll be $30. At least I get the $20 off. It'll be $30 if I spend $50.
Yeah, then you ended up spending $30
then-
more dollars than you would have.
and then
spent.
it's like
they mathematically
$44?
calculate it so you can't win.
Yeah.
It's they know the numbers. They've crunched it.
I got banned from Tinder the other day, boy.
How'd you
You
get
got
banned
banned
from
from
Tinder?
Tinder.
I didn't do shit either.
Oh, of course not.
I didn't do shit. So
Yeah.
the ban is either because I have made an account and then deleted it so many times within like the span of a couple of days.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Did
that-
you
you
have
gotta-
like a
you gotta do that,
intermittent
though.
horny period where
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
just like,
Oh, yeah.
I need to fuck. Wait,
No, that's how the
I
algorithm
don't.
works,
Yeah.
Reese. You know,
Yes.
because like the longer you stay on Tinder, like they actually suppress your matches and shit because they want you to buy Tinder Gold. So
Yep.
if you delete your account
I
and
have
remake
bought
it,
Tinder Gold.
They changed how much it costs based on how popular you are on the
I
platform.
mean, you can
Really?
find love on it. I found some great gals on there, some great relationships that could have been worth it. Like, if in hindsight, would I have paid $200 to have that relationship? Maybe I would have.
Probably would have done less
I
damage
met
as well.
you guys through someone I knew from Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole existence.
that's
of the
true.
pod.
But the
Dude's
person you
rock.
met on Tinder, less so.
Well,
Yeah,
that
long
doesn't
gone.
matter though.
Long gone.
It's about.
It's about the boys, just
the
boys.
boys.
It's
and the
either
end
that
result.
or all the pirated Russian apps I have on my phone. I'm not too sure, but
Do you have
Yeah.
like pirated Tinder?
No,
Jailbreaking
there's
Tinder?
there's no such thing. It's all server side, sadly. But you can get Spotify for free on an Android, and you can get
shit.
YouTube without ads for free on Android.
But
you can get a shit ton of apps, bro.
I like paying for my Spotify.
See, I will admit, when you pay for it, you can get, the cross-platform shit. So if you want to
Yeah.
pause it on your computer while
Yeah,
it's playing on
yeah.
your phone or whatever, that works better. But still, saving dollars.
I mean, it's
That's beer
It's-
money.
Yeah, man.
it's one beer.
You can buy like
One
4
beer a
cigarettes
month.
per month. You know, like people they say like being lonely is equivalent of smoking like 6 cigarettes. I mean,
Yeah,
there's your
yeah.
6 cigarettes right there. Just make a
what's
friend.
the joke? I have friends, so surely I can smoke cigarettes now. Cigarettes are bad.
We have a little
yeah.
Kinder Surprise that we got open last pod that we forgot to do.
What's this now?
The Kinder
Oh, the Kinder
Right there,
Surprise.
the little
Yeah.
yellow
They're
thing.
banned in America as well because
they're
Joking
dangerous,
they just
has it.
suck
apparently.
them down whole.
Yeah. But AK-47s, that's fine.
The toys come out made,
Do they?
assembled. Yeah.
Yeah, classic
thought
American
they-
children. They just don't have the fine motor skills.
It's all the lead in the air.
Yeah. Here's okay.
What we got? What we got?
It got some little plastic bits.
Ooh, bits. Oh, my
Looks a bit
pet turtle
disturbing.
would love these.
You have a pet turtle?
No, I was joking.
Oh, look, it's so clever. It's like,
You need a turtle license, don't you?
there you go.
Yeah, probably.
It's a generic Disney Pixar character.
Oh, I think that's Rapunzel.
One of the Frozen ones, I think.
I think
Yeah.
it's-
Something like
is
that.
it not Rapunzel?
Yeah, let down that hair, baby.
Or maybe the little guide will tell us.
No, it's a generic generic
Ah.
Pixar woman,
It is
apparently.
princess.
You do say generic, but I'm seeing ginger hair,
Yeah.
and they're a small fraction of the
I
population.
don't think you can like
a small
trademark
fraction, and yet
ginger
still
hair.
too large, if you ask me.
You
Aren't
gotta-
ginger.
Huh?
I thought you're ginger.
Me? How fucking dare you, mate? I'm Irish.
Yeah, exactly. There's lots of ginger
Yeah, I
Irish.
don't know. I don't know anything about myself, where I'm from.
We should all do a
Where-
DNA test. and find
No,
out what
because
we're
you
gonna
know they
die
put
of.
that shit in systems
I
and
know,
they
but
sell it.
We just embrace the system. We can find out that
Your
we're gonna die of heart attack. at
Great
50.
great grandson is going to commit a crime one day, and he's going to get locked up based on you fucking doing a DNA test.
To find out I'm 1% Aboriginal or something.
I can say the N word.
But yeah, so going back to those t-shirt ideas, I want to pitch to you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
hit us.
you know the Garfield comic strip about the pipe, where John Arbuckle's like, now where could my pipe be? And then he looks around and Garfield's smoking the
Yep.
pipe, and he goes, Garfield.
Yep.
So I'm thinking just like
I haven't seen that. I don't think, but I can imagine it perfectly.
just the middle strip where
Yeah,
he's
you got it.
going, where could my pipe be? Except it says, where could my bottom text be?
A
Yeah.
bottom texture.
Bottom text. I think I'm-
Timeless.
Yeah, I want to also get like, because like I can't just print it out straight. That's copyright infringement. If I
Yeah.
put bottom text, it's now a parody, which is completely fine.
I have a friend
I see
who
where you're
goes to
going with that.
conventions and sells basically like Garfield cartoons.
Hell
like
yeah.
She draws her own merch and bits and 3D
That's
prints little
insane.
Garfields. And she just like sells
I
them.
like it.
And they're like Garfield like smoking bongs and shit like that. And
That's
Garfield like being
dope.
gay and Garfield
How many
like,
cats does she
LGBT. Yeah, she has like a Garfield store and all she does is sell like rip off
But
Garfield
you can get away.
merch.
You can get away with that because it's like public
parody.
domain.
Can you?
As long as it's a parody.
law.
I guess.
It has to
one,
be a joke.
One thing I found quite interesting, if we're talking meme history and culture,
Yeah.
the bottom text one is very closely aligned with the one where they'll use the same word at the end of the sentence of the first one as the first word of the second.
Is this a describing memes podcast?
It is.
Yeah, well, that's all we're
I
good
don't
for,
actually
really.
know
Come
what
on,
you're
Steve,
talking-
explain this
so-
meme.
Yeah,
so
let's explain the meme.
That feel when,
Welcome
and
to
then the bottom line will be when
explain the meme.
she doesn't
with
call back or
Steve.
something like that. Like it'll have the same word at the top and the bottom, and it's just a bit silly.
That feel when she doesn't call
No,
back.
but that feel when, and then the meme in question,
Yeah.
and then it'll say when again. You know,
You
what
know,
I'm talking
in
about?
in
This
like
is something that only
in 1,000 years, archaeologists will use this as evidence.
Yeah,
in
no, I'm
some
sorry,
like
Steve,
grad
I'm not
paper.
picturing
Bro,
it.
in order
yeah,
to,
yeah,
like,
what's going on?
chronology the
Yeah.
history of memes or
You
some
mean-
shit.
Your internet knowledge is lacking lately, Aaron.
But like, what this doesn't even sound like a good meme. It's just like, oh, you use the first
I
word
don't
as
even-
the
No,
last
I don't
word.
think it is. But I think what's interesting is that
So
a lot
it's
of the
like
ones
a
that are popular now
palindromic
aren't
sentence
Yeah.
kind of thing.
good. Emphasis, reiteration, and emphasis. I think on the things that are
So-
not important.
What?
It's what could you call it?
Controlled opposition.
No. What's that? Postmodern.
Oh, yeah.
Postmodern.
Oh,
deconstruct
anything's
everything.
postmodern that's now because like it is postmodern. We're living in the dystopia now.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Today is today.
No, modern.
Let's
The modern
deconstruct
era.
that.
The modern era refers to like the sort of post World War II or like
Alaska
around
used
there.
critical theory.
Yeah, like we're living in a postmodern era. Modern is not necessarily like meaning the present anymore. We're living in the dystopia.
So we're like in a post-present.
It's almost as if we're living in a pod
pre-present.
and we're eating the bugs.
Oh, I don't want
You
to eat
made
the
a
bugs.
anti-pod joke on Facebook earlier today.
I
What
very much
triggered
like
that?
that.
You said something.
Yeah, like my
was
sister,
inspired that?
my sister let me use her Bluetooth headphones, and she's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
but you have to download an app for them to work." And I'm like,
What the
That's a
fuck?
no-no.
I am not downloading an app. If
No,
like
we
they
don't
managed
like
to make
that.
if
What
they managed
brand?
to
Call
make
'em out.
headphones, Bose, get the
Bose.
fuck out of here, Bose.
You do what? You can't download a little Bose Connect, mate.
They have been making headphones for like 50 years, and none of them have needed an app so far. So I don't know why they suddenly need an app to make my headphones work.
And it needs all your permissions too. Your
Yeah.
location at all times.
Yeah,
Your-
I'd have.
There are 3 numbers in the back of your credit card.
It
Yeah.
wants to know if you're listening to the latest Carly Rae Jepsen album, crying yourself to sleep.
Carly Rae Jepsen, you're talking about me about being
There
offline.
you go. No. New album recently.
They're really a new Carly Rae Jepsen
Yeah,
album?
bro.
Should-
Fucking
all right.
Update. I'll bring you the update. I try and keep extremely offline, and yet I'm still plagued with all this bullshit.
That's because I'm just out there at the asbestos mine for like 2/3 of my life.
You're underground most of the time
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, there's a new Travis Scott album, which is good.
Yeah, so I haven't listened to it yet.
I don't think there was any
peace.
coming back from Travis Scott's career.
Rest
but
in peace to
here
all
he
the
is.
people that died.
But they died for our
Bro,
king.
I saw a bar ripped from the Genius app, and it was like, I make it so hard, they fucking... I make it so hard. I jump so hard, it's hard to breathe, or something like that. Like,
Savage. Honestly, that's the best way he should have done with that, because he's like, yeah, man, I'm still out here. I'm still doing my thing.
I think I saw something about how it was like the police came out in the report and said they refused to stop the show, like the booking agents and the team behind it and stuff like that, which I'm not surprised. It's a multi-million-dollar operation.
Yeah.
But 10 people died. Rest in peace. It doesn't make Travis Scott's new album any worse, but as a person, that apology, the black and white, oh
Yeah.
shit, I'm so sorry, man.
I'm still out here defending Travis Scott, because first of all, like, he wasn't the one like who organized the event. He wasn't the one that decided the event should go on. He probably had no idea what was going on. He had his manager in his ear being like, "Nah, keep doing it." He didn't write that apology.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
like,
definitely.
man's been dragged through this hell.
Dude's already big enough that he's got a whole team behind him, and
Yeah.
they're making the moves.
Like, I'm not gonna tell you that he has like 1 million IQ. I don't think he's the smartest man on the planet. But like at the same time, it's like you can't be putting this on him. This is like a whole operation behind him that fucked up at
Definitely.
every turn. So
Definitely. And plus, it's America. Why are we surprised?
yeah,
10 people die every day to some wacko shooting them in the schools, bro.
into schools.
In the
Stay in
I have
school,
a
kids.
bar.
Except
Do
yeah.
you guys want to hear my bar?
Hell
Hit-
yeah.
drop
Hit
the
us.
bar
Okay,
is.
okay, so give me a beat.
Sk-
When I'm at hers, I get no sleep. Her booty's so big when it backs up, it goes beep, beep, beep.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
What are these?
Damn, son.
Shirt ideas you
I
had?
got another one. So Homer Simpson eating cheese. You know that scene? And he goes,
From the fridge.
64 slices of American bottom text.
Another bottom text.
We
joke.
seem to be on a theme here.
Yeah. This is the label. This is the line. The summer collection is the bottom text collection.
How about a shirt that on the shirt it says bottom up the top and then text down the bottom?
Oh. Hey, you know, I kind
I
of
don't
like that
know.
one. I kind of like that one. Pair it with like a topical meme. You could get some mileage out of that.
I mean, I can make infinite shirts for $0, so I can put it on the website. People can buy it if they want.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah, I will make this after you buy it.
Yeah, it's one of those.
I think that's called a honeypot.
Is it?
Oh, well, that's like when you set up a website to trap people.
No.
We're not
They're
trapping
legitimate
that sort of
service.
people. We're doing wholesome.
They are legitimate service.
Yeah, it's a print-on-demand service.
Yeah,
print-on-demand,
no.
yeah.
I think it's the way to go. As I said earlier, offline, I think it's the way to go. Do it yourself.
Nah, but then you got like a bunch of T-shirts in your back closet, like I do with all my Your Boy Alaska Name
Or like
shirts
a
that no
bunch
one
of
buys.
books,
bunch of
taking up a
books.
whole room in
Yeah.
my house.
Do you want to try and sell your book to the crowd
Oh,
right now?
okay. Well, I mean, I've got a copy of my book up here. Stephen was
Here.
asking for one. Hang on.
Yeah,
pass it over.
explain to us your book, Reese, and why
Alright.
people should buy your book.
So is a.
We gotta get rid of these
I mean,
things.
yeah, I gotta get rid of them. They're getting eaten by silverfish. But this one is fine, though. I think the silverfish haven't reached this far into the pile yet.
Oh, thanks, man.
It's kind of funny. It's very I was a teenager when I wrote it as a kid.
Yeah,
I don't stand by
ahead of his
some of it. It's
time.
not that PC in ways, but it's kind of funny. And
Ooh.
yeah, I say controversial.
You were
things.
anti-disestablishmentarian before it was.
Yeah, it's very edgy and teenagey as well, of course. But it's still funny. There's some very funny
What's
bits
the
in it.
name of the book, Reese?
Justin Gale Deals with Death by Reese Hawksby. And if you want to buy it, just message me in real life or whatever.
Or leave like a comment on the podcast video, which I don't read. I don't know. Do you read the comments, Reese?
I'd read the comments.
I read every comment, but don't message me.
There's all sorts of weird things
You can
in
message
this
me,
book
but
that
don't leave
happens.
me a comment.
There's all sorts of
It's got words.
it's got words.
There's some pages in there.
Well, it's very like Douglas Adams sort of style,
got
like very
words.
sort of crazy out there comedy. Because there's time travel and not jumping through universes. This is a metaverse bullshit. We don't do that here. It's regular, old-fashioned time travel. So like, there's one guy, Justin Gale, who's a teenager. He sells the evil half of his soul. Well, doesn't sell it, but trades the evil half of his soul for immortality. So he
Jungian.
tricks death. Yeah. And then so he must now learn how to be an immortal and also deal with the consequences.
Fuck, I'm
that
pumped to
there
read
is
this,
like
man.
an evil version of himself out there somewhere in the ether that Death's henchman, Havoc, accidentally deletes from the soul database because he doesn't realize that it's a real
Bureaucracy.
soul.
In the
Yeah.
ether, does he interact in like
Oh
the
yeah, he
physical
jumps
plane?
between people and people.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then he just goes through time, and they're just going through time, doing their adventures and shit. But the thing about being immortal is that you always run into everything, including, you know,
See, this is sounding
Unfinished
really good to
business.
me. Was this during Fedora Race era?
it was doing Fedora Race there.
I think Fedora Race was onto something.
It was pretty
Fedora
funny.
Race was on some real
There's
shit.
Also, there's like some bits that are very like textually funny to myself. Like if you've seen NCIS, there's one whole chapter that is
Oh,
a
wait,
whole
roll
parody of NCIS, and it's like
Bro, that goth chick from NCIS?
yeah, boy,
Mamacita.
But,
And that scene with two people typing on the one
oh
keyboard.
god, yeah. But yeah, there's like a parody of that where like this one like FBI chief like gets out of a car and he's barking orders into his phone. And it's like, I'd like 2 triple cheeseburgers and a chips and like,
and a
yeah.
number 9 with
Yeah.
extra dip.
But yeah, it's and then like the whole team is like named after like the NCIS
Well, that's,
team and parodies them.
That's books for you. I don't read books, but if you read books, you should buy Reese's book.
yeah, buy it.
It's
Message
a
me,
book.
Hit me up. What's that for? I'll give you like $15.
That's like you know
whatever.
how books have like the tagline on the back where they have reviews,
It's a
and
book.
yeah, like you can have that. That's
I
my
got some
review.
very positive reviews, dude. I was actually an English teacher bought my book and taught it in her class.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was pretty
Was she
cool.
your teacher?
No, she wasn't. She was
That's
just some
even better.
random teacher. Just
Did you get
saw-
like the whole like high school like buying the book for every student money? That's
I
where the
got
real money's at.
no, I didn't get that.
Rude.
No.
Shit, you boys
no.
ever like...
She'd just be teaching a book for free, Reese. She's exploiting. She's
She
exploiting
bought
the
a
surplus
box of
value
them.
of
She
your
bought a
labor.
box of them.
Oh, well, that's
No.
okay.
You ever take home the candy boxes, the fundraiser boxes, and then like spend half of your pocket money just eating the chocolate and replacing the dollars?
That's how they get you.
I swear, Mum's like, take it around the neighborhood, sell the chocolates. I've been midnight snacking since before I was a
You're like,
stoner.
hey, Mum, can I borrow $20?
In coins. Them caramello koalas.
Oh, you really like they were the worst. I don't like the caramello koala.
What's the
koalas.
kebab update, by the way? Is there a live kebab update?
You're about 70 minutes.
Yeah,
early.
Reese is hungry, everybody. Reese is very upset.
Should have said something before while Aaron was at the kebab store.
You should have said something while I was at the kebab shop, Reese.
Oh, come on. The subtext. The subtext.
We don't do subtext here. We're a man.
All right, what's it at?
They say 220,
We don't do subtext.
and it's
we do
currently
bottom text.
134.
Fucking hell. I've got a steak in the fridge. I'm half mind to put that on.
There's surely a joke there.
That would be pretty rude. I buy Reese a kebab, and he just cooks a steak before it shows up. Consider that the last kebab I ever buy for you.
Surely there's a joke about bottom text being like a bottom thing, right? There's something
But do
there.
you want to lean
Yeah.
into that? Or you can have bottom text printed along like the very bottom of the shirt at the back.
That could be pretty funny.
Like it's just like a plain tee, but with like bottom text, just like as
Yeah.
a tramp stamp. That could be kind of cool.
I saw some guy, this is like years and years ago,
Oh.
at UWA, he had a shirt that said, it's pronounced meme, not meme.
If anyone wants to get bottom text tattooed as a tramp stamp, I will sponsor that. I will.
Yeah, that's to any of our listeners.
Any
viewers
of
out
our
there,
listeners out there.
We will come to the tattoo shop.
Yeah.
We'll film it.
and
I
we
know
will
a
cheer.
tattoo artist. It'll be fine. Oh, I'm inked up, by the way. I've got a tattoo now.
Oh, I'm inked up.
Yeah.
What, you get one. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. I got it for free.
That's fucking
Because
cute.
he fucked the tattoo
No,
artist.
no, hey, wait.
Hypothetically.
Before, after,
Hypothetically.
or during?
Well,
During.
No. But I will say this though, when she started like doing it on me, I the first thing I said was, "Oh, it's not as bad as getting tasered," and she just looked at me like, "What? You've been tasered?" It's like, yeah.
Shouts out being Ian
Who
with
hasn't?
Jordan.
Like, have either of you been tasered?
No. Should we
don't
get
think
tasered on the
so.
pod?
I don't think so.
I can get.
If you've got one, I'll do it.
Yeah,
I,
I'll get tasered on the
I
pod.
I used to make them when I was in high
Grab
school.
the officer's service weapon.
No, you can get proper ones. I have been tasered by a proper one, not by the cops. It was
Not
it
some
was at a-
AliExpress taser.
Yeah, it was a friend of mine did it at a club. It was good fun. But
Are those one of those sex tasers that have like
You're like,
a...
yeah, that bouncer,
no.
he's my best friend, the one that's kicking
No,
me out
no,
right
no,
now.
no.
We go way back.
no, she is the bouncer in a way. She has like a taser on her, and I was like,
A
oh my god, could
bouncer,
you
eh?
tase me? And she was like, yeah, I could give you a little shock. I was like, all right, go for it. It was good fun. It feels really weird because if it happens to you when you're expecting it, you can sort of like prepare for it. But if you're unexpected, because I remember one time because I used to build tasers in high school, being a nerdy
Yeah, I
electronics
did
kid.
gloss over that, but I would like you to extrapolate a little bit.
You use
Fedora Reese out here
yeah.
building tasers.
You use
Anyone
like
got
a
a 9-volt
disposable
battery?
camera. You use a disposable camera and you like pull out the flash and hotwire the flash to like basically give you a shock when the
Dude.
flash is charged up. So, because there's a nice little capacitor in there that stores a lot of charge, it just like zaps you.
Would you like to help me build my cabin in the woods?
I'm not a Sparky by any means.
That's fucking great, man.
But yeah, it was good fun though. But I remember if you get shocked and you're not prepared for it,
yeah,
all
it
your
does the
muscles just
involuntary
stop.
muscle reaction,
Like you
right?
just
Yeah.
fall to the ground. I remember
Do
I
you
was
shit
holding
yourself?
it.
Oh,
No, you don't shoot yourself.
boys,
Maybe
felt...
if you're like really clenching and holding it in and you really needed to go, like it was already peaking, and
You
then
shit
on the
yourself
way to the
when you
bathroom,
get
Maybe if
drunk,
you're
you would taser.
constipated, that could be the solution to constipation.
Oh, I don't know about that because it makes your muscles tighter, not loosen.
Oh, does it?
I
Yeah.
fell to my knees in Dan Murphy's the other day. I walk in because I needed a top up, and they're playing Never Meant by American Football over the speakers.
No.
So I walk
I'm not. We won't be ready for that.
I walk in at like the saddest part of the song, and I go, "What the hell?" and I had this old lady behind the counter. I'm like, "Do you know who this is?" I should have thought before I said something. And she's like, "Well, we got a variety of music on." And she said that twice because I started ranting about Mike Kinsella.
Going off in the liquor
Need
store
to
about
look.
the music
I
selection.
saw Mike Kinsella at like at a Dan Andrews. What do you call it? Dan Murphy's bottle shop. And I said how cool it was to meet him. But I didn't want to be a prick and like ask him for a photo. And he said, "What? Like you're doing right now?"
Who's buying Snickers?
Yeah. He was buying 12 cases of Victorian bitter.
We've been on the Swanee draft lately. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I broke no beer 2023.
No beer 20. Look,
I didn't know BF23.
No
apart
woman
from,
2021 was realistic. No beer 2023. No, I can't agree.
I don't know. For me, the beer is more realistic than the woman. Like, I can drink wine still, and I was, but
yeah,
like,
here we are.
yeah.
I swear,
well,
you drink beer every
broke
time I hang out with you, Reese.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's either beer,
it's
or
July.
gossips, right?
No, because I only broke it this year before like the last month. I think I only drank for St.
I'm gonna
Patrick's, and
call
I was gonna
cap.
do.
I reckon I've seen you drink many beers this year.
Nah. I
Does
don't
it
think so. I'm gonna
blaze?
gaslight you a little bit. Nah.
No, man, no.
Yeah,
Do you have any comedy pitches for us, Reese?
I do actually, because since
Yeah.
we're expanding the
Expanding the,
logo,
metaverse.
the brand.
Yeah, the brand.
So, because I'm thinking our skits are very good. I like them. I like what
Best
we're
skits in the world, mate.
best fucking skits.
Your boy Alaska Comedy on TikTok.
Follow it. Actually, I think we should start directing TikTokers come over here.
Yeah, like, I mean, they're like herding cats, mate.
Yeah.
But we'll do our best.
What do you mean directing TikTokers to come over here?
Oh, we'll upload like little bits of the pod and stuff that I've animated and so on. I was gonna do them, but I've
to
been
the
so
pod,
fucking,
yeah.
I've been so fucking
How's
busy
the
this
following
last
you guys
week.
got going? You got like
There's like hundreds of thousands of people listening in Russia.
Fuck.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands.
I had a mate
Shout
tell
out.
me last night because of my little emotional video that I put online after months of weeks, months of
did you break
deliberation.
No Girl
My mate was like,
2023?
"What's the point of talking to the camera like that if you don't have like a couple of hundred people looking at you?" And I was like, "No one actually cares, bro. No one ever cares, regardless of how many hundreds or millions or nobody you got looking at you.
Yeah.
None of this shit matters anyway."
If anything, it'll make you like kind of like it would be less real because you would have to be worrying about, oh, am I going to get cancelled for this? You just like talk your shit, you know?
Yeah, the only thing that really matters is that it's real to me, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's cool. I'm like, oh shit, I did this.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, well, I wanna,
a good
I
feeling. I
wanna,
wanna do more.
get following. I wanna get fucking numbers.
Oh, well, you
I-
better
I
start
do.
editing
I
those
do it.
videos then, Reese.
I know. Okay, yeah, I
Come
do,
on,
but
come
I
on.
have been.
Slave driver.
This whole week had like last week, and we've always just
I
solid
appreciate
working.
the grind for sure.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
could you
I've
tell
been-
us about your work? Aren't you a professional pornographer now?
I am a professional pornographer.
I
Although
want
by professional, I
in.
mean I was paid like
I want
fucking
in on the business.
$70.
If you
No.
need a Kieran Lee, if you need a male model or anything like that,
How big is your cock?
average.
No. Then we don't want average. We want exceptional.
It's not about how big it is. It's about what I do with it.
No, it's because I don't want you to do anything with it. I pose you. When I'm up there, when I'm working,
Shit,
like
that sounds good.
when-
Sounds fun.
What's
But,
the
like-
minimum cock size you work with?
Okay, it depends
12.
on what I'm trying to. Okay, so basically, what it is like, I've been, because you know me, I've been doing like escort photography and erotica photography for a long time
Yeah.
now, and at like saucy nightclubs and shit like that.
Actually,
For a
above
while.
average. I remember the other day the
Okay,
average was...
well, we moved on from your cock, my man.
Because it was so small.
Sorry, slightly
It
above
didn't
average.
take long to move on from.
I was a little bit caught up on that one.
But yeah, so we I've got a erotica planned, like a film, and
Is this the Crypto Bro Erotica?
no, not the Crypto Bro Rock. This is like actually a very tender love story, but it just happens to have like sex scenes in it and so on.
Tell us,
And
give us-
honestly,
do you want to
Some
give us the
lit
plot?
erotica scenes.
Okay, it's basically about like this woman and she's slowly getting to like fall in love with this guy. And this, do you want me to spoil it on the pod? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, anyone's
It depends. Like, if you want
listening-
to...
It's very tastefully done, and like
If it's
the
a good
plot
spoiler,
is not.
we'll still
It's
rate
sort
it.
of well, okay. It will make you want to watch it because it's only like 15 minutes long anyway. And honestly, the only way to make
That's
money,
about 10 minutes longer than I need, mate.
the only way to, the only way to make money with short films is to do like erotica because you can sell that on OnlyFans and shit like that, and people will watch and people will love it,
Shouts out erotica.
even if they're not like
The best
it's
form
for
of
wanking
pornography?
material or whatnot. But like, yeah, people will still watch and share it and everything, and it's the most monetizable short film format. And I like writing short films, and I like telling these stories.
Is that because you can get it past the YouTube Kids filter?
No, it's just because people will watch it, and people naturally gravitate towards it because it's got titties in it. So people
Yeah,
will just-
tasteful.
Yeah.
I like artistic pornography.
Yeah,
That's
well,
the
this
best
is well,
kind.
the story
I
of
trust
this
you.
is
I
that
trust you
like
to do it.
there's a woman
Do it well.
who she is meeting this guy, and she's slowly getting to know him, slowly opening up. And it's like there's little scenes at the beginning where she's like not opened up, like she's like sexting the guy and she starts masturbating and then she can't like finish because something's on her mind. And so she like lies to him saying, oh yes, I'm coming right now. And really she's just sitting there in her pajamas, sort of feeling sad and stuff.
Yeah, there's some.
And then,
that's sad.
Yeah, things like that. And then it like moves on. And then, but as it progresses, she falls more in love with this guy and they get together more and more. And she opens up to him more and more. And the whole film is filmed from a very voyeuristic point of view. It's like when they're having sex, it's like down the hallway, looking in and seeing them through like a door. And it uses a very surreal sort of lens, which I'm getting a lot of practice with, to get these like very interesting sort of ghostly effects. Throughout the whole thing, there's like, you know in Memento, how it cuts with the black and white bits?
Yep.
There's like these black and white.
That's meant to be current day or something like that. And I'm confusing it with Breaking Bad.
But the black and white bits are like in this story, there's just like black and white intersections of her just like stuffing like clothing into bags and things like that, and crying and feeling upset and so on. And then the black and white section culminates along parallel with like sex scenes with her and her partner, with her like throwing all the clothes into like a salvos bin and then slamming the car door, and it's her and her partner there.
Shit.
And then it cuts to color, and then she's like, I needed to do that and everything. Then he's like, do you want to go back to yours? And she's like, no, but I'll see you tomorrow, you know, and you can come for a swim in the pool. And there's a big thing of like, oh, when am I gonna come over and swim in your pool kind of thing throughout the
When am I
plot
going to
line.
come over and swim in your pool?
That's a good one. But also, that's pulled from something in real life, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
No?
No, this is all.
Hey,
but then at the very end,
artistic.
in the next,
You
like,
trying to
the
make me
next
come
day,
or cry, bro?
in the next day,
Both at the same time.
if I can, this is the big reveal. The door opens. He's standing there in his like pool shorts, looking very cute. It's like, hey, babe, sort of thing. They come in. He runs in, and she walks into the living room. Then Stern stops and looks straight at the camera, and then does a reverse shot, and it shows she's looking at the urn of her dead husband, and she is a widow. The whole story is her getting over her ex-husband with a new guy.
Shit.
And it's told from the point of view of the ghost. That's why it's so voyeuristic. It's from down the bottom of the hallway and looking in on them. And it feels slightly uncomfortable, but it's also bittersweet
So
because
I've
she's
been
finding love.
NTR'd at the end of the fucking story.
Yeah. That's the film I want to make. I love
Dude,
those sorts of
that's
stories.
gold.
Yeah.
There's a movie called A Ghost Story, I think, about something similar, which I haven't seen yet, but I've heard it's really good. The director's done a few good things. And it's like a very similar story about a woman like I think the dead husband or something, like watching her come to grips with it. And bro, that's
I want to do that story justice, and so I've been getting a lot of practice in with my cinema equipment because I've got this like really fucking top-notch cinema 4K camera kind of shit.
Nice.
Like, and
See,
what you got? Give us some nerdy specs.
Yeah,
Give us some
exactly.
nerdy specs,
and I want to
bro.
practice with that. So I've been doing like pornography for like OnlyFans people, but they're sort of used to just people filming on their phones or DSLRs, and they're not used to like the workflow and the process of doing.
They don't
like,
know what good
4K.
pornography is. Tell them, Reese. Teach them.
No, I am.
Reese is an expert on pornography. He's watched over 10,000 hours of pornographic material.
I mean, if you added it up, what would it get to?
I want your
PhD.
I don't think the numbers can go that high. I want you to talk a bit more about your gear. You said
I'm not
cool
talking about
4K camera.
Oh, actually, I could use your help with setting up the microphone because
I'd love
I
that.
had a problem when I was filming. This is why I was doing like practicing.
As anyone who listens to the pod knows, we are terrible at
Yeah, we
setting
are
up
terrible at
microphones.
audio. I do not know audio at all, but my
It's a miracle
microphone,
shit gets uploaded.
my camera has like 4-channel input. And it has like 2 inbuilt mics, and so I had like a mic on top.
I'm
like
taking a
like
piss while
sock.
gear talk happens.
Yeah.
Someone grab me one of those from
Yeah.
the fridge. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
2 microphones at the top.
No, it has like 2 inbuilt, like an inbuilt sort of stereo mic. So it has like 2 channels on that, and then it has 2 more channels that you can plug in your own mic. So I have like a little like mic
Has it got
on
2
top.
ports? Or is it just the one port?
Yeah, it does, and you can also change which goes to where. Like, because I had my top mic plugged in, and I thought just for safety, I'll use the inbuilt camera mics as well, which are very loud and very noisy, and I'll put them into the 3rd and 4th channel.
Yeah.
And good thing I did because I fucked up because my top mic, it was like very hissy. It didn't work. So good thing I had the backup there because otherwise I would not even be able to finish the job at all, which is very annoying because like the footage is gorgeous when I'm editing it, but like the audio quality is not quite there. And I can do tricks because mainly the audio is just moaning, so it's actually all right to just like move it around and shit. Like, yeah.
There's not normally any other sound on the set, right?
Yeah, but my camera's quite noisy. It's got an inbuilt fan.
Do they play music while performing?
No. I mean, no. Well, not on my shoots because if I want music and I put it in myself, and if I want to edit it and cut it and everything, I can't have music.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I figured.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it's all directed. All pornography is directed and staged. Like I was literally, I just towards the end of the night, I was like running low on battery life, so I was like. And there's like this group masturbation scene.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, then, well, let's film the beginning and then the end. And then like, then
I'll just AI the rest.
Yeah, no, and then the middle. Because like, so we started like with the open warming up and everything. Then I was like, all right, then let's do the end now. And everyone, and 3, 2, 1, come. And then they all like faked orgasmed. And I was like, cool. Now then just carry on and we'll keep on filming until the battery dies on the camera, basically.
Nice.
And then got like another 10 minutes there. I'll just edit
Just
in
in
the middle
case.
of that.
Yeah,
I just edit that in the middle of it. So it's all
so
fake.
you get the important parts. I
get the important
I
parts
shit you
and I just
not.
keep filming
I
for-
commented in this in the fucking little video I did, right?
Yeah.
I've been learning about video production for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And the more I learn, the more I'm like, my whole life has just been a lie. Like all of these cinemas, and I tell you what, you let go of the there's something about it, like your reality while you're watching a movie. But when you think about it as
the worst thing is this job has broken my brain.
cutting
in a
shit
way.
together,
Like-
in terms of what turns you on, or like
No, not in that. Because honestly, as soon as I pick up the camera and look from it from an artistic standpoint, I'm totally asexual.
I
Like I
feel
just
you.
can't see it in a sexual way. I know there's some photographers, and it's very gross.
Because you're a
find.
professional dog.
Yeah, I know there's some photographers very
Just
gross.
having a
and they're
little
walking
wank
around
while
and
they're holding the
taking-
camera.
You'd be surprised, my man.
Bro, the
Sometimes.
fluffer? Are you
I
using
can't talk
I'm glad
shit
you're the
because this
cameraman,
is
not the
public.
fluffer,
But
bro.
there was this one. Actually, fuck it. I'm gonna talk about
Hell
this
yeah,
dude.
spill that tea,
I'm gonna
bro.
talk about this dude. So basically, we sort of like rented out. Well, my friend rented out like one of the sex clubs, and I was it was like a big chip, and there's like 10. Was it? Yeah, about 10 performers and like 4 different camera guys. And I was there with and I was like, yeah, I'll do it for basically nothing, peanuts, because I just want to practice with my
Getting your foot in the door as well, yeah.
Oh, no, I don't care about getting my foot in the door. I can get my foot in the door. I've been doing this for like 12
I am
years.
the door.
I've been doing photography for 12 years, my man. Like, my foot is in there.
That's a good question, actually. Does it carry over? Like, of course.
Yeah, it influences my style.
Of course, people in the pornography scene are going to look at your work and your professional portfolio stuff and be like, that's good. We can use this. Does it carry vice versa? Like
What
if
do you mean?
if you want to go and
Be doing like a wedding.
if you
Be
want to
like,
go
oh,
into a
here's
wedding
some cocks I showed.
exactly what I thought.
I don't want to do weddings. I don't want to do that. I want to do
fuck
just.
yeah,
I want to
dude.
do fucking art.
Orgies over weddings.
yeah, I want to do art. So, but yeah, so there's this. Well,
I
so I
find
was
that
setting up my
beautiful, bro.
camera, and I had like this big fucking like rig and everything. The big old boy, big mic on top and whatnot, which was fucking purely decorative, as it turns out.
Look, I don't care if you don't want to share it public, but I'm gonna need those stats. I'm gonna need the gear list.
Yeah, no,
No,
I will-
no,
I
no,
will
no.
show-
Tell
I
me
will
about the
talk-
funny story.
Yeah, I'm getting to the
funny
point.
story.
So I'm saying this up. Then this guy's and everyone's having a couple drinks, and honestly, I don't mind other people drinking, but when I'm on the job, I don't drink. After the job ends, sure, I'll get fucking smashed. And at the afters, I was filming very shaky content.
Thank you,
But-
stabilization.
Yeah, but yeah. So I was saying this guy was like walking around, and he had like he walked out to me, and he clocked my gear, and he says, "Oh, do we have a beat button? What do we have for the N word in this?"
You could use the air horn.
Yeah. So he walked out to me and was just like, "Oh, dude, check out this gear. I need to go say hi to this brother." And he was a white dude with dreadlocks. Like bleach white dreadlocks. White dude. He walked and he just said the first 3 words he said to me was just, yeah, I was like, okay, hi, good to meet you.
How does that
and
work? So like,
everything.
check out this gear. But what does it even mean?
Because he saw my camera and he was so impressed by it.
yeah, that's
like-
just the only word that he knows.
I don't know. But then he got progressively more drunk throughout the night. And then when I was filming that group masturbation scene, he was in the room taking photos. For some reason, he stripped down to his underwear.
While taking photos.
Yeah, at some point during the night, I was doing my work, and then I just saw him like walking
3
around in the other
seconds flat.
rooms, and he was just like in his underwear, rock hard boner in his little red tighty whities, and I like he wasn't
And
a performer.
this guy can say it and I can't.
There are performers. There are performers like walking around naked, of course, or in lingerie because they're doing shoots and they're working. But the photographers remain clothed.
Yeah.
There's no reason for
They're
the
meant to be
photographer to have
professional.
their clothing off. So then I'm filming
He's
like
fully
this
tall.
this scene where like there's this group masturbation scene, and he's there taking photos of his little tighty whities with his rock hard boner. And these girls are my friends as well, so I feel a little bit protected.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
big
like,
was his
fucking
boner?
understandable.
How big was it?
Decent. I would have sucked it, honestly. I probably would have hooked up with him if his first word wasn't like, thank you. Yeah.
The forbidden word.
But yeah, and
Yeah,
then
that
as he
would
was
just turn
taking
me
photos,
off.
it's like, oh yeah, oh that's so hot. Oh yeah, that's so.
yeah,
I was
baby. Like Austin
dude,
Powers.
I'm doing audio right now. Quiet on fucking set. And then he was like,
Just
Then he was
unprofessional.
like, I'm gonna put the camera down for a bit and just watch. And I was like, why? Why?
Why are you here?
Why are you here? What is you doing? And then
Was
he
he
was like,
invited?
oh,
Did he just show up?
Just walked
no,
up
he
off
was
the
a
street.
photographer who was invited. And then he was like, oh, if any ladies need any help. I was like, no, they don't. I think they're fine, my man. Just quiet on set. But yeah, so that was a bit weird and odd. And then at the very end, he walked up to me and he was like, man, dude, I love your professionalism. You're the most professional guy. I love the way you work. It was amazing. He was so drunk by this point. And the thing is with compliments, I find it weird when people compliment something that they are perfectly capable of doing themselves. Like, if I'm go up to
Are you
Usain
sure
Bolt,
I don't think he's perfectly capable of
well,
being professional.
it's a behavior thing. Because, like, if I go to Usain Bolt and I'm like, yo, dude, I really like the way you run. You're fucking amazing. That's because I can't do that myself, you know. And I respect what he does, like, physically. and
When
stuff.
the guy
But if
rocks up
someone's-
with a camera as well.
Yeah, but the guy's complimenting something, and the fact that he can recognize what professional is like, well, then if you know what it is to be professional and you recognize it in me, then why aren't you doing it yourself? If it's something you want to do and aspire towards, and you recognize it in someone else and it's something that you can imitate and mimic, then just do that.
Just be better.
Just be better, literally. Because I can't be better than Usain Bolt, but like if someone's like acting in a way that like, I really respect, then like that's
Sounds like he's
I use
a
that
sounds like
to
he's a bit of a
tell
rat
himself.
man, and he wants to get in front of the camera by sliding his way in there by being behind.
there's so
the
many
camera.
of that. Many of that. I
That was
don't
my
like
next
that.
question. I kind of figured people being sneaky and
A lot of photographers also do like the
not
hitting.
being upfront about what they want.
Sometimes what happens, I've had like some friends of mine say that like photographers that they've worked with have hit them up with a 2 a.m. like horny slide into DMs kind of thing. And like, I mean, like I've done that with them myself, but that's because we've had sex at the time, you know, and they're like my friends who.
Yeah, it's
we
okay when
that
I do
with.
it.
It's okay with my
just,
friend, but when
a
it's like
bit
a
weird.
photographer you hired like a year ago.
When work comes into it, like
Yeah.
managers shouldn't be
I've done shoots
messaging
for my friends and
employees
stuff and
on
shoots for my
personal
partners.
Instagram saying
Yeah.
you look good in this picture and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
very weird.
it's very
weird.
strange.
But yeah, so that's my job as a
Yeah.
professional.
So if
photographer.
you're wondering why the podcast clips haven't been coming out, Reese has been busy.
I'm sorry, I really am. It's a lot because they're used to faster turnarounds than I
It's
can
business.
provide. 'Cause I'm
Business
doing
comes
quality.
first.
Yeah.
This is passion.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all right. And speaking of passion, I've got some characters to hit
Yeah.
you with.
Okay, hit me with
All right,
these.
so we've got a sitcom.
Yeah.
And like the husband hates his wife.
Oh,
kind of
yeah?
stuff. So I was
Oh,
like,
the
my
old wife
dad,
bad.
yeah, wife bad sitcom.
Yeah.
Except it's about a husband who's a producer for a white bad sitcom show.
Yeah.
And his nagging bitch wife is always like, oh, put in this joke. It will be really funny if you put in this joke. And he's like, shut up. I'm trying to make a show here. Like- so that's one. Like just like, and trying to like get him to put in jokes about him being a loser. Like, oh, put in a joke where the husband's like a loser and never does the dishes. And he's like, what is that supposed to mean? We've got fucking staff. We're rich. It doesn't matter if I can, or, it can take
it
it
gets
directions.
real. It gets real.
It gets real. Like,
Yeah.
but it gets real through them
I'm picturing
playing it through the show that
I'm picturing
he's
a
a producer
kitty
of.
from that 70s showish kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Like that.
put in a joke with a husband
my
God.
do the dishes.
Yeah.
So like, are we having like, is there going to be like a sitcom happening, and then the camera zooms out, and they're like,
we get meta
the
with it?
husband and wife
Oh,
arguing
that's a
behind the
great way
camera?
to do it because TikTok does love that rapid attention, quick fire changing shit.
Yeah.
That's a great point. The actors on stage mimicking the
Oh yeah, they could be like doing the hand
Mimicking the
motions at the
argument?
same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, except like both of them are us. It's just going to be
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be okay. I like it. That's put that one down in the books.
All right, that's a good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one. All right,
One's
I've
for the
got another
books.
one. So you know Lassie,
Yep.
and it's like woof 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 woof. What's that? Woof woof woof. Little Timmy's down the well. Woof woof woof. Well, let's go get him. Well, what if it's like Colonel Lassie? It's like woof woof woof. You mean the terrorists have escaped with the WMD? Woof woof woof. Oh my God, the president's in danger. Woof woof woof. Do I have a clear shot, Lassie? Lassie, can I take the shot? Woof woof woof. It's like, oh God, like something. And
I don't know if I can do it, Lassie. Woof, woof, woof. No, don't bring that up, Lassie. My personal life is separate.
Yeah, exactly.
Inspector
And then I was
Rex did
thinking
it
like you
first.
could do like you could take it in all sorts of directions. You could have Owl Lassie. And it's like and it's just basically Lassie with like a turban on. And it's like
You're from the other
it's
side.
like I agree, Lassie. Death to the infidel. Woof,
So
woof,
now
woof.
we're
You want
talking-
me to drive the
we're talking
bombs
about
into the building? Woof, woof, woof.
Extremist Inspector
Yeah,
Rex.
yeah. And then I thought the idea of also you could have Don Lassie, who is Lassie but a mafia Don. It's like woof woof woof. It's like no, please, Lassie. Woof woof woof. No, leave Timmy out of this. He didn't do nothing. Woof woof woof. I will kiss the poor. I will kiss the poor.
What's that, Lassie?
He's
Like,
your
our protection money went
cousin.
up. Woof, woof, woof. But Lassie, we can't afford this month's protection. Woof, woof. No, don't say that.
Not
to
the
him.
thumbs. Woof woof woof. Yeah. So yeah,
That's a good one.
that's another one.
Yep.
And then another one is inspired from my book. So this is another plug for my book.
Yes.
Because in my book I have this character.
Reese has written a book, everybody.
I've written a book. And I have this character in my book. And his name is Bent Custard. And he's a parody of Ben Cousins.
Hell
Oh,
and
yes.
it's basically everything wrong with Australian football culture in one sort of like
Human being.
package. Yeah. Like
Brain damage.
Yeah, so in the
Did he win the
novel-
Brownlow Medal in 2006? And does he remind you every time you talk to him that he won the Brownlow Medal in 2006?
I've only met him once, I must say.
Did he narrowly escape
you
an
met Ben
RBT
Cousins?
by
I met
ditching
Ben
the
Cousins.
car
Did he
And
tell you-
Chris
and
Mainwaring.
running into the forest?
R.I.P.
Did he remind you that he won the Brownlow Medal in 2006?
I think I met him pre-2006.
Ah,
Yeah.
back
I
when
was
he was
in,
on the upswing.
Yeah. I don't want to start beef with Ben
Shouts
Cousins.
out Ben Cousins, friend of the
Yeah.
pod.
He might be listening. Who knows?
We
Who
are
knows?
also recovering addicts.
Oh,
Yep.
what were we recovering from?
Porn addiction.
In different ways.
I'm diving head first into that one.
That's it, straight into the deep end. That's one way to recover.
Just push through it.
Become what you most fear. The fluffer.
Do you have any more character ideas yourself?
I was thinking of sort of like it's like 2050 and it's a dystopia, except like all the politicians are now millennials. So they're like everyone's working down in the
Ice cream's
asbestos
so
mine.
good.
Yeah, everyone's working down in the asbestos mine. I don't know, like working at the content factory, and they're like, "Hey, non-binary people, I hope we're having a swell day today."
But they're all like old, sort of like.
Yeah, they're all like, "Oh, I don't know. Like, what's some dumb bullshit millennials say? Like,
I don't know.
like
I don't hang out with
your lived
millennials, I
experience
think.
is
I don't
valid
know.
to me.
Schizophrenic Riz.
Yeah, but we need to pump up those asbestos numbers.
Pump off the asbestos numbers because you spend a lot of your time down in the asbestos.
You reckon
mine.
it was good for us and they just tried to stop it? Stop, like,
I know,
have
no.
cigarettes
I
instead.
don't reckon.
No,
This is
no.
why we got the strike for bloody. Do you hear about that?
So I got us banned from Tinder and YouTube, eh?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. We had one of the episodes. The
Was
war
that the
one.
burning the Quran one?
No, that was fine.
That was fine.
That was fine.
good.
No, it was it was the
It wasn't
giving
the
COVID
Quran.
advice
it was,
apparently.
Was it the Quran we burnt?
Yeah,
oh,
we burnt.
shit. Do we?
I have
oh,
no.
fuck,
I have
we
no
did,
part in
didn't
that.
we?
I have no
Oh,
part.
Shit.
I actually I think that was one of our friends of the pod.
oh.
What,
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
just blame it on.
It was one
blame
of
Yeah,
it
that
on
was
Jo-
Bailey. Yeah.
Bailey.
Blame,
It was
blame it on
crypto guy.
Blame it on the crypto guy.
we just got him on here to talk about cryptocurrencies, and next thing you know, he's burning the Quran. What is it about these crypto guys?
Anything to raise the number.
Crypto, is that going well still?
No, I think it's in a bad spot at the moment.
Oh,
Yeah, I think they're
yeah.
all suicidal or something like
oh
that.
no. Oh.
Yeah, it's how you measure the health of society, how the crypto bros are feeling. They're the canary in the coal mine.
Mixed reactions from the crowd on how they feel about the crypto bros. Well, NFTs are. I hear NFTs are like proper dying now.
Yeah, NFT's been dead.
Nice. I'm so glad. That was so dumb.
But it was very funny.
It hell sucks because it's not dumb as like a concept. And
Isn't
I'm
it?
I'm not gonna rant about it. Like if it was done without the bullshit
monkeys.
capitalist angle of like trying to make.
Oh,
as
the
much
capitalist
money
thing.
off
That's the
something.
point.
It's
That's the
basically
point.
But,
just
like-
a permanent receipt, is what it was.
Yeah.
If it was used maybe as
And
like
like
a
everything on the
banking
internet, nothing can be
thing or
done
some
right.
shit.
All these
like-
crypto bros always going on about, it's going to be a banking thing. It's like, fuck banks.
Here's
That's
an
what we need
idea.
in the world. We need more banks. That's the problem with
I've
society.
been thinking
right now.
lately, who owns all those banks?
Yeah, like one guy. Yeah, Rupert Murdoch.
I think it's like 12 or 13 of them or something. The
Yeah.
triumvirate or whatever. Deus Ex predicted it, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
What are
that
they called?
complex.
What are
I
they
think
called?
I think the
I watched a
system's
video the other
collapsing.
day,
I
the
think
history of the New World
everyone
Order.
knows it, that like the system is like
Seed oils, I've heard you're meant to stay away from.
Yeah, fuck seed
Seed
oil's
oils.
not a friend of the pod. Get out of here with yours. Unless it's marijuana seed oil.
Hell
That's
yeah,
okay.
brother.
Hemp seed oil, we can do that.
what is seed oil?
Like canola oil and
yeah,
stuff.
shit.
Oh, actual. Oh, we're talking about like cancer shit.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
what
I only fry
people
stuff in
people in
macadamia
America
oil,
are like
best
they'd
oil.
be eating like something called rapeseed oil, and it's like the clues in their name, my man.
Yeah. I'll take one look at that and I say, no, sorry, I don't support that.
No.
Actually, you've been to China, right? I watched
I've been to China.
some wild ass video the other night about Chinese gutter oil. Have you heard
Gutter
of this?
oil.
Gutter
is that
oil.
where they pour the oil out of the hot dog stand into the gutter, then they go pick it up? And
Yeah, dude. I was 5 seconds in this video and I was like, no, I've changed my mind. I maybe won't be eating the street food now.
What if it's just like some
Gutter
Chinese
oil and spit
TikTokers?
oil.
Spit oil.
It's like the
I'm
leftovers
sure
from the
that's
hot pot.
false. That's all false.
Dude, it is not.
Well, it's not like it's
It
like
is
that. It's
not.
like that frying rocks thing. That was just like literally a prank.
Frying rocks.
Do you not see that? There was like this article circling around.
Frying
of,
rocks!
like, no.
Dun-dun.
But yeah, there's this article floating around of like this guy on YouTube who was like seasoning rocks. He had like a little like stall and everything. And he was like frying like pebble rocks and like
That's
putting
some
oil on
gore
them
and
and shit. And he was like selling them and shit. And everyone was like, oh my God, the Chinese are so poor. They're literally eating rocks.
Wow.
But the thing was,
Chinese
it was
are
like
so
the
poor,
guy
they
who
are
did it, it was
literally
like
eating
some
rocks.
Chinese like YouTube or social
Top
media
5,
guy.
watchmojo.com.
But
Funny things that happen in China.
He
Top
found out
5
They
funny
eat the-
Chinese meals. Bad.
Hey, if you're not happy with your penguin, your roast penguin, you just season that up with some Chinese gutter oil.
I gotta wait.
I think it's fake. I think the girl's fake. I think it's one of those things where it's just like some fucking Chinese social influencer was like, fuck, I'll make a funny video.
This is a no fact checking podcast.
No fact-checking podcast.
All right. Yeah.
Now, everything on the internet is 100% true, Reese.
See, this is the sort of shit that gets us striked.
No, as long as we give good health advice, like if like eat the gutter oil in moderation, like maybe 1 or 2 rocks per day, but don't go overboard. And just stay healthy out there, folks.
Oh, speaking of rocks, did you know that there is like a really weird fucked up trend among the crack community
Oh, hell yeah.
of like
You mean the crack community has a fucked up trend going on?
yeah, they have a fucked up trend going
Alright.
on where it's like I just want you, as I sort of describe this type of pornography, I want you to imagine the sort of person who would watch or buy this.
Yep.
All right, so it's Snapchat premium
Yep.
crack addicts sitting in their bedroom naked smoking crack
Yeah.
for hours on end.
That's like
And they
In what
make
situation?
bank. They make bank
In what
and use it to buy
situation?
more crack. That's all they do. All their money is it's like a 1-to-1.
it's like
They
like
fund their
doing
crack-
crack yourself. I'm sure is fun, but watching other people do crack, I don't see the appeal.
Yeah. Watching other people do crack naked. They're probably some.
Like, I just watch
like,
Hunter Biden's. Like, if I wanted to watch naked people doing crack, I just turn on CNN and watch Hunter Biden do it.
Do you guys see?
Weird trend.
I don't know. I'm going to interrupt the crack conversation. You guys see that some like 3 high-ranking U.S. military generals came out recently
the
in
aliens.
Congress, and we're talking about aliens.
Yeah.
Bro, this is like the most. There's no proof, as of always. It's like just videos that could easily be faked. But these dudes probably the most trustworthy people that have ever come forward
Yeah,
and spoken
politicians.
about unidentified UAPs.
They haven't
what they
seen
call it.
anything personally, though.
No, the one story, that dude, he saw it personally. He saw a
did
thing
he?
that was hovering
Oh, he got
at
personally.
like 50,000
But
feet.
I mean, like the bodies. I want to see the
Yeah,
bodies.
I know, right?
That's the thing that'll clinch it for me.
Supposedly they have seen bodies. I don't know.
They say there's
I've
this
never
one
watched
guy.
a US Congress thing. The Mark
Yeah.
Zuckerberg one was funny.
Yeah.
Data.
I watched
He's a
highlights,
fucking
but I
alien.
sat there.
That's
and
the proof
I
you
watched
need.
the whole fucking like Congress 2-hour, 3-hour thing with these like 3 US ranking dudes.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy, man. The stories were like bone chilling.
Damn, I like it. I
Yeah,
like
dude.
it. It's nice to like people are saying like, oh, everyone's just like using the aliens as a distraction to like, but what about the price of living and shit? But my take is, honestly, fuck the price of living. This means that there is life in the universe, and when we die, the universe will not be a sterile, inhospitable place for another 5 billion years. Like the fact that life exists and that there is a consciousness means that even if no matter how badly we fuck up, there is going to be someone who can appreciate our artwork when we're gone and walk through our ancient,
Yeah, like the
ruins.
story of the capsule they sent into space with a bunch of our art
Yeah.
and shit like that. And they won't be able to, it'll be traveling for hundreds of
But if
hundreds
there are
of years.
aliens, it means
It's got
it
music
may be
recordings
picked up.
and shit as
'Cause
well.
Do you know about the Great Filter?
Jimi Hendrix, I think? No, what's that?
The Great Filter.
Jimi Hendrix is a good.
Ooh, this
they
is
put Jimi
spooky.
Hendrix
We
on
need
there.
some
I'm pretty
spooky
sure. I don't
music
know.
for the Great Filter. So the Great Filter is a idea, basically answering the
You're a
question.
faggot, Harry.
I'm a what?
Yeah, the Great Filter is the idea in
Sending you
like
to gay school,
astrophysics.
Harry.
This
Professor
is science.
Physics, I'm
This
late
is
for
science
cock
right now.
sucking. I'm
We're
late
lear-
for period 1 cock sucking.
Defense against the gay arts.
Defense against the straights. This is called a shield wall. Stand between your gay friend and the creepy
Us
guy.
here at Hogwarts are here to erase your heteronormativity forever.
You would do well in a bear house. No, please say twink. Please say twink.
All right.
Continue.
Are we learning?
please.
Okay, we're learning about astrophysics.
I'm thinking about gay Voldemort.
We're learning about astrophysics.
But continue.
So the Great Filter is the idea that like, why is there no life in the universe? Like, why isn't it teeming? If it is, like, what is causing life to go extinct? Like, at which point along the process of intelligent life forming is life like ending? Because we've had our universe is really old, and there's a lot of stars and a lot of planets, and there is nothing that we can detect, and we have some very good gear. Our cameras are fucking good. We can see all sorts and detect.
Yeah,
all
it is
sorts.
pretty amazing.
So why is it kind of empty then? Are we literally
too
the first
far, right?
people? Well, yeah, it's very big, but
Like, there's other
how
galax-
rare is it that life forms? And the idea of the Great Filter is
Yeah, you
that
see
there's
some of these
some
people
point.
walking around. It can't be that rare, hey?
But yeah,
leave that
the idea is
open-ended.
in the universe.
You can
there
come
is
to your
like
own
a
bigoted
point
conclusions on that
where,
I think it's the people on Cartnarks. Have you guys seen that YouTube channel?
What's that?
No.
Cartnarks?
Bro, Cartnarks is amazing. I think you'd love it, to be honest.
What is
There's a group of dudes, worldwide group of dudes, that go around shopping, what do you call them? Car parks.
Oh, yeah?
And just call out people that don't return their trolleys.
Yeah, good. That's hilarious.
And
Good concept.
they get aggressive with it. They have magnets they
Yeah.
throw in people's cars that like say you don't return your trolley.
Savage.
It's fucking gold.
that actually sounds pretty cool. I mean, with trolley returning, I don't necessarily return it to like the end. But if there's like a pile of trolleys, I add it to the pile kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that's fine. I'll add it to the pile. Yeah.
Yeah. I like slot it in with.
I just
another
don't use
one,
a
'cause
trolley, I
Someone,
just
someone
carry all
else
my
is going to be
bags.
collecting it anyway.
Yeah, I do that. Spud Shed, you can only buy what you can carry run.
Yeah, that's it. I'll just make 2 trips. Fuck those trolleys. Like the one wheel's always broken. We have shopping trolley talk right now. I don't know if you
We
guys are
moved
aware.
from aliens. To
But the shopping
trolleys.
trolley situation in our country right
Oh
now
my
is
God.
beyond repair. I mean, folks, how many times do I
We
have to go
glossed
down?
over both aliens and cost
How
of
many
living
times do I have to go down to
discourse.
Spud Shed and the 3rd shopping trolley wheel ain't even working?
The
How
third
much
one.
money? How much money do these corporations make and they can't even make a usable shopping trolley?
don't know.
I said what I said.
I've been cracking beers in Spud Shed recently. Is that a problem?
No, that's good. I've been cracking beers in the gym. So if you've ever tried working out, try working out while drunk.
I have
I
done
do.
that,
I have done
unfortunately.
that because I've used to take like my water bottle. I just filled it with wine, not
Yeah.
wine, but like cider, and just gym with cider. And I got pretty smashed by the end of it, and it was fun.
At
It was good
FIFO, there's
fun.
not much to do. The only things to do is go to the gym and drink. So I just combined the two. Now I just
Oh, yeah.
drink while I'm at the gym.
I
Hell
have,
yeah.
I have hurt myself a little bit too. Maybe not like the good hurt, not the DOMs hurt, but when you have a bunch of sweaty, drunk dudes around and you want to try and mog each other with deadlifts,
Yeah.
it's not the best idea.
Nah.
When
That's why I'm
alcohol's
too skinny.
involved.
Have you,
So,
have
like,
you
I mean,
ever
I'm
done
not
the pickup
mugging
line
anyone.
of like asking a girl her weight and then saying, "Oh, I could bench press you"? Ever done that one?
No,
No.
but I like the thought of it.
It's also just not true. I probably couldn't bench press no matter what her answer is. So
I remember in high school that all the gym rats used to be like,
Bench
that was their
pressing,
line.
bench pressing.
They'd ask the girl her weight and they'd be like, "Oh
you'd be
yeah,
like,
I could."
do they ever
bench
be
press
like,
you."
oh, actually, nah.
bench pressing abroad is nothing. It only matters if you can throw it through the window.
the window?
Yeah.
That's glass. You don't want to involve
No,
glass in
sugar
it.
glass. It's fine. It's
Oh.
acting. It's
That
all
stuff
acting.
still hurts.
I told you, all this video editing and all this.
Oh, yeah,
all this
true, it's
shit,
all fake.
all this pornography. It's all.
I
fake,
don't really
bro.
want to make DV porn though.
DV.
Domestic violence
Oh,
porn.
oh, yeah.
I don't have the throwing through the window.
Do you know how much money that'd make? Sadly,
Yeah, a lot.
yeah, I'm sure you know Lars von Trier, the movie director that's done like Nymphomaniac and
Oh.
he's just a bit fucked up, Antichrist and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I remember reading stories. I'm not really interested in that kind of movie. I haven't even seen Human Centipede, to be honest.
I
Dude,
haven't
Human
seen-
Centipede's a banger.
I haven't seen that.
No, Human Centipede 3
I
is
just
where
feel
it gets good.
I just feel it doesn't really appeal to me. It's just not my. I would not get pleasure watching it out of like watching like a cool like 90s action movie or some shit.
It's such a weird angle because it would normally repulse prudish old me, but when sex and violence are combined in like a artistic way, it can be really powerful.
Oh yeah. I
Um,
guess I'm thinking when you say that of like American Psycho sort of did that.
Yeah, it got a
'Cause it had,
very
like-
but it's also
He had a-
weird because Patrick Bateman is not sexual in the slightest.
Yeah.
But
He's just purely psychopathic.
puts it on like that scene where he's like fucking the two prostitutes and pointing at himself in the mirror
Yeah.
is gold.
Yeah.
You read the book and he does not care about sex at all. It's like it's purely a power thing for him. And then people are like, yeah, bro, this is what I listen to when I get to work in the morning. Sigma
Yeah.
male grind set. Fucking
Yeah,
it's
I
gold,
think
bro.
that's like just kind of lame because it.
Have you heard of Huey Lewis in the news?
Yeah, instead of seducing women, let's try murdering them instead. There's a great scene in the book. I don't encourage murdering women, by the way. I think women are precious and should be cared for instead. Try the opposite.
Most
mate.
hot takes.
Try the opposite of murdering.
Except
them.
my wife.
There's a scene in the book that wasn't in the movie where Patrick Bateman's in a park just jogging, having a happy jog after his fucking paragraphs of
Murdering.
beauty routine in the
Oh, yeah,
morning and
that
stuff.
is, yeah.
The book's amazing. Like
Yeah.
every page has 20 different brands on it.
Yeah.
Every time he sees someone, he can identify every brand, the cost of everything
Yeah.
they own. But he's walking through this park, jogging through the park, and he sees a lady jogging with her dog, and he's like, stops. Wow, lady, you have a beautiful dog. And she goes, well, thank you. And then he pulls out a knife and stabs the dog and then starts stabbing her a bunch of times. And then just goes about his day. And the book makes emphasis on the fact that he left the scene jogging and like laughing and smiling to himself. People are fucked up, bro. That shit's like not
Yeah.
even that unrealistic.
I mean, it takes a special kind, but it is honestly amazing with how
book
many
is ahead of its
people they
time.
live.
The book is
Because
amazing.
you know, like they keep talking about how he wants to like try and be at the same place as Donald Trump, so he can get a
Yeah.
chance to meet Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Like what was his name? Ellis, whatever the author's like ahead of his
Brett
time.
Easton Ellis.
Yeah.
There's two books that I've read that I need to read more. More weird books. Three books, I'll say. House of Leaves.
Yeah.
Lolita and the fucking. What are we just talking about? I'm high. I'm a bit.
Reese's
American
book.
Psycho. American
Ah,
Psycho.
yeah.
Reese's book. Yeah, Reese's,
Reese's book.
Reese's book, definitely. That has nothing but acceptance of women and caring for them and not murdering them.
Oh, there's a lot of murder in my book. There's a
But
lot
not
of-
specifically women.
There's one
right?
character called the Samurai Spider.
The book is called
And
Justin
he's-
Gale Deals with Death.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
But
like the
Is
Ben
the death
Custard,
consensual?
Oh,
No,
no.
Death is a character. He is the Grim Reaper. and
So it
he's
is in a
Justin
way.
Gale's
It's
friend.
nature.
He is dealing with
consensual.
death.
Yeah.
There's double meanings.
Yeah,
There's levels.
he deals with it in the sense that he does make
Dude,
a
I could write a
literal
whole
deal
book
with death.
report about your book, and I haven't even read the
Being
book.
born,
People
you signed
have.
a contract.
People have written book reports about my book.
And I bet none of them read it.
The kids.
Possibly
the kids.
not.
The kids in the
Yeah.
class. Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah, bro.
Like,
What the fuck is this
like
coming
the
in? I
bent
told you to
custard-
write something for the kids.
the bent custard character.
This isn't
is
Artemis
like,
Fowl.
Yeah, like circling back to the skit ideas. The bent custard character is like one of those characters. Yeah, so it's a parody of everything wrong with American football. So when the news is on, they're like, "Breaking news: an earthquake has just hit Sydney," and that relates to something earlier when like
Our
someone.
earthquake coverage is brought
Yeah.
to you by Hungry Jacks.
Like one of the
earthquakes
characters.
are better at Hungry Jacks.
That's a good one. I should put that in. But yeah, so Death wants more bodies to collect.
He's
'cause
gonna
it's
run
a
up the
slow
quota.
day.
Rack 'em
It's a
up.
slow day, so he sends an earthquake to Sydney and then goes and collects all the bodies. And then on the news later, like halfway through the story, there's the coverage of it. And they're talking about like, we're going to cross live now to like the MCG to talk about how this is going to affect the latest match, the fixing. And it's like, well, it looks like Ben Custer's lunchbox was lost when the main grandstand collapsed, killing 53 people.
He's going around
We
like-
don't know if he's hungry or not and how this will affect his chances at
He's
the
going
derby.
around like, have you seen my lunchbox? Yeah. No, it's very important to find my lunchbox.
Reese, I don't mean this in a critical way at all. You write amazing parody. Do you write serious shit too? I mean, of course you do. But
Yes,
like,
yeah, I write very serious shit. My
yeah,
serious
I
dark
like-
shit
I
is
love
dark
your
and serious.
poetry. Some of the stuff that I've seen.
Oh,
of that.
I've got a bedtime story I could put at the end of the pod.
But
if you
I'd
want.
love to like the fan fiction, not the fan fiction, the erotic literature
Yeah.
about a crypto trader. Like
Yeah.
I need to finish that. I need
I
to
want to
finish
get
that.
horned up over that. But
Yeah, but we got to finish the erotic fan fiction
it's
about
too
crypto
funny,
trading.
you know. It's too funny. It's too good.
Well, I've got a little poem I'll read at the end to say
Oh,
good night
shit,
to everyone out there in listening land.
Good night. It's fucking lunchtime, mate.
Well, for
This
us,
is the earliest
but we don't
we've
know when
ever-
people are listening.
Hopefully
I wonder
they
how far
don't.
away lunch is.
I wonder how far away lunch is too. Actually,
It's now 2:30 apparently.
Yeah,
is
we're
lunch
approaching-
here.
9 minutes.
We're approaching refund category. aren't we?
9 minutes. All right. We'll
Yeah, Reese, why did you order a kebab from literally the furthest kebab shop in this city?
presented me the options. You said is this place or that place.
Yeah, and you picked the wrong one.
I didn't know what you were the one who
Well-
was just there at
Well,
the place.
maybe you had asked me to buy you a kebab while I was there. I would have bought you one.
Ah, no, let's not bring this up again. My bitch wife.
My bitch wife didn't even tell me she wanted a kebab, and now
She
I'm trying
thought
to order
I-
a kebab on Uber Eats,
she's
and she
like,
orders a
"I'm
kebab from the opposite side of the city.
Oh wait, shit. That
And now
makes
she's
me the
asking
wife.
me.
That makes me the wife. No. All right. So, that's the Ben.
Aaron's
Custer
wearing the
guy.
pants in this relationship, and they're
Yeah.
fucking
I'm the one who has to set up the audio equipment.
Melbourne Shuffler.
Reese
pants.
is just here like, oh, I got no audio on my left side speaker.
Oh, my $2 headphones aren't working. Get some pro headphones, mate. Like Aaron and I fucking.
Yeah, I got Turtle Beaches. I'm gaming right now. I'm actually poning noobs.
All my
You need a
all my
license phone,
headphones
though.
are wireless. I'm afraid. I'm sorry. They're all wireless.
Oh damn!
All
you're-
my
All
headphones
all
need an
my
app.
nice gaming.
We're living in
headphones.
2023.
Got my
You're
nice
in
gaming
fucking
headphones. I've got.
the porno future.
Yeah.
The dystopic
We're so
cyberpunk.
2008.
5.1
You're so
surround
2008.
Talking about Carly Rae Jepsen and Turtle Beach, and
Get
this
that
man's just
boom,
got
boom, boom.
wireless.
Well, how about a final little bedtime story for everyone before we?
Yeah, I'm tempted to say
set
how
up.
we going for time because that's all the fucking podcasters I listen to. Like they're
How we going for
like their
time?
$20,000, $30,000 a month isn't enough for them.
Like they're pretending they got anything better to do
You
with their
think they
day.
know? buy, like, a
I
big
know.
clock or
I have that
something.
much fun chatting to you guys. It doesn't matter about
Yeah.
the fucking time.
Yeah, true.
But people, yeah, it's always people.
People. Goddamn
Fucking
people.
people.
Sometimes I just want to stab them in their dog.
Right.
You ever read the Rules of Engagement? There's the same. Brent Easton Ellis wrote that as well.
No.
It was about like just 3 college kids on campus and all
Isn't
that. But one of them is
movie with Matthew McConaughey.
yes, but actually one of the characters is canonically like Patrick Bateman's cousin. And there's this whole chapter. It's like, oh, my bullshit cousin is coming from New York to
Nice.
come visit us, and there's a whole
Nice.
Patrick Bateman
I
cameo.
love that crossover.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's
Shit,
wild.
He's like,
That's
on
awesome.
college, you know, and he's like, oh, I got to
Chuck-
take my stupid ass cousin to these parties. He's so lame.
Chuck Palahniuk was the guy that I was trying to think of, the dude that wrote Fight Club, and he also
Yeah.
wrote a really good novel. It's like one word, I can't remember.
They made a book about that movie.
I love reading it. Yeah, like similar authors, I think. Both weirdos, but with literary masterpieces.
See, I'm one of those few writers who's
Can I get
written more than he's
Can I
read.
get nerdy for a sec?
I think that's most writers actually.
on
Yeah,
the
go
way.
on,
On,
Steve.
I stole that line from Garth
Reese,
Marenghi.
have you read
Yeah.
fucking Garth Marenghi, Dark
Love
Place?
that.
Love it.
Love it.
Have you read Crime and Punishment, bro?
No, I haven't. I haven't read much. Honestly, I
Me
do
neither,
not read
man.
much.
Me neither. But
I read a couple things, and
I
I have really enjoyed it. But I literally, it's been years since I've
we
properly
can
read.
discuss it. I read it, but I was
I'll
listening
listen to it while I do.
I
while
was
I'm at
listening to the
work.
audiobook on the way here.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't
And
do
I'm at
audiobooks.
I'm
I
at
just sort of-
90
I can't
90%.
focus on
I'm
TV.
90% of this book, and it's just hit like a climax of basically the guy is a murderer and a double murderer, and his whole like family and associates and everything are finding out, and it's hit the climax of this book. And I'm driving on the way here because I've got no data, brokey. My 365-day plan ran out like a week ago, so I've got to get another 365-day plan when I can.
What happens on leap years? You just have no data on 29th.
I'm driving here, mouth agape, bro, at how good this fucking fiction is and how good the guy is at reading it as well, which is a huge part of it with audiobooks.
I tried to listen to
It's amazing, man.
Yeah, I'll listen to it. We'll have a podcast book club episode next
Hell yeah,
time.
dude.
I
Talk
tried to
about Crime
listen
and
to
Punishment.
Bill Bryson's audiobook, and I could not, like, his Life and Times of the Thunderbolt Kid, and I could not do it. I got
Is
sort
it
of like,
the
but it
author
just,
author the reading the book?
yeah, he was reading as well, but like, and it wasn't about the voice or anything. It's just about the way I was engaging with the medium. Like, I couldn't I couldn't do multiple things at once. If I'm gonna listen to it, then I get like.
Yeah, you got to find something really boring to do,
So,
like,
like- and
like
I
working in an
like-
asbestos mine for 12 hours a day. Then you'll be good.
I guess,
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm part-time severely depressed, so it's really
Well,
good to
I
just
like-
go
yeah.
lay in bed and close my eyes and
Yeah,
read.
yeah.
It's as sad as that sounds. It's
No, I
fucking
listened
awesome. It's
to
life-changing.
when
I
to
love
go to sleep.
audiobooks, bro.
I put on this one guy called Isaac Arthur.
Oh,
and
him. Yeah, I don't know his videos. Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. I listen to him all the time. Just
I
fall
love
asleep
that
to them.
category of YouTube.
Yeah,
2 hour,
just
3 hour
sciencey
long
stuff,
sleep
yeah.
like
Yeah.
essays.
Yeah, no, it's just like sciencey stuff, and he's got a little bit of a speech impediment as well, which he's like aware of and everything. And at first he was like, "Oh, I feel."
Shouts out
self-conscious
empowering
about it. But
people
he was like,
with
everyone was like,
speech
"Nah,
impediments,
bro,
man."
it sounds good. Like,
Yeah.
it would feel wrong without it." Like,
English is one of those things. I want to be a professional when it comes to learning and teaching English one day, and I think the variability of it is incredible. People pick it up and they every single person brings their own interpretation of what they believe their language should be and how they say things.
Ultimately, if a
and-
native speaker can understand, I'm of the theory that if a native speaker can understand what someone means by something, then it is a successful phrase, even if it's not grammatically correct, or even if it's not, and in a way that like using like grammatical incorrectness and using like made up words and everything like that, providing the idea gets across. It can get the idea across on an even better level and more informative
quicker,
level
quicker
than
and more
not
precise.
even not even quicker and more precise, but like there's an inherent comedy aspect to it. Like for example, I do speak English good. If you say that when you're like making a joke,
makes sense even though it's
yeah,
not correct.
or if you say
Yeah.
something like, "Oh, that's like sounds Englishy," like you can make up words and build words and stuff like that, and a native speaker will get immediately what you mean by that, and there's no real way you can phrase that idea in a grammatically correct fashion. That's why English always borrows from other languages, because it recognizes strength is to be able to just be super flexible and not rigid with the way you speak, which makes it fucking hard to learn. But yeah,
time.
does anyone speak any other languages, by the way?
A little bit of Japanese. Chotto.
That checks.
Yeah, I did a 1 month course while I was over there. Went to school Monday to Friday when I wasn't too
Did you go to
hungover
Japanese
anyway.
schools like anime? Was everybody running to school late with toast in their
Toast
mouth?
yeah, no, not quite that.
I'm late for class.
It was pretty amazing, man. Like one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. The teacher spoke no English at all. So class every single day was like, you're not allowed any English in the class.
That's a very interesting way of doing it.
And for me, as a
My French teacher's
prospective
a bit
future
like that.
teacher, it impressed me so much how much was able to be conveyed and understood and imprinted just from silly classroom body language antics and like a communication on a non-verbal level. It was so cool, man. One of the best parts about like I learned a lot about Japanese for sure, but I also learned a lot about interactions between people of different languages.
I was misgendered by my French teacher, and he used it as a teaching point. So
Interesting, because French is one of those weird languages with there's
It's genders for words.
When I was,
Genders
'cause
for
I
words,
I had really long hair, like down to my waist in high school. And when he first saw me, he was like, "Oh, bonjour, madame." And I was like, "I'm actually a guy." He's like, "No. In my class, we speak French. I don't know how to say that in French. Tu parles français, whatever."
Je ne
But-
pas femme.
Yeah, that's I am. But yeah, but
I am not a woman.
yeah. That's. I had to go home and learn the phrase for. Je ne suis pas une femme, je suis un garçon avec cheveux longs.
Ah,
Which-
très bien, très bon.
Yeah, which
a good
means
sounding language.
Yeah, it means I am not a girl. I am a boy with long hair. But the problem is
Ah.
the word for hair is very similar to the word for horse. So if I didn't get it right, I would just walk straight at my French
I'm
teacher
not a
and
girl,
say,
I'm a horse.
I have a long horse.
"I have a long horse." Yeah.
I didn't learn any French, but I did learn the wrong thing to say to a French person after meeting them is, "Oh, French people are weird."
Why would you say that to a French person after meeting them?
I don't know. It was an accident. I was working. I was busy.
If you say that to an Australian, they'd be like, "Yep." yeah, we are.
fucking
Yeah,
up.
true. Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
we
right.
fucking
Aussies
up.
are a bit more.
Yeah. We're like, yeah, we're pretty
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fucking yeah, welcome nah.
Boy, fucking yeah.
Fucking weird cunt over here. Thinks he's fucking normal.
Fucking weirdo inspector gonna come
Yeah,
around
right.
and fucking inspect you, mate.
Yeah. What DSLR?
Do we film weirdo inspector on?
Yeah.
I don't
wasn't one of
know.
mine.
It was a camera. It had a lens.
It wasn't.
guys
Honestly,
trying to make
it
me
wasn't
upset?
one that
People-
was
people
as
that-
good as
yeah.
I
mine,
just want to know
but-
these names of this gear. You know, I'm a gear spacer.
Yeah.
Gear Slut's got renamed to Gear Space. So that's a joke.
Because gearhead
That's a
sounds
joke.
like you smoke meth. You don't want to
Yeah,
be a
I
gearhead.
know. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, it's a different meaning for us, eh?
yeah.
Don't-
You're a
don't
gas
touch
addict,
it.
I think.
Don't touch it.
Right?
No, not anymore. That's why I said I'm trying to downsize. Get rid of the stuff that I don't need / use. I want to be able to do what I do with the minimum amount of things possible.
Well, like XXXTentacion recorded his whole thing on a MacBook speaker, and that shit goes hard. So you know, you don't need shit.
Same with Death Consciousness. Whole
Yeah.
thing on a laptop speaker.
Yeah.
But he also, Tentacion, didn't he like beat his girlfriend or something? Pregnant girlfriend?
He also died.
I think
Oh,
one
yeah,
of
he
those
did,
is worse
didn't
than
he?
the
Yeah.
other. I think
Did he die in jail?
No, he died
No,
on
he
the
was
street.
buying a motorbike, and two or three dudes came up and just shot him while he was buying a motorbike.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Must have just
he
pissed off the wrong
posted,
people.
he posted
He'd
a picture of
piss off
Drake
a lot of
sucking
people.
dick, bro.
Oh.
There's a picture of Drake out there with nut in his lip.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, who hasn't?
Yeah, I mean, like, come on, Drake.
Exactly.
I mean, we all knew.
You should have just accepted it and not killed someone over it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's just
We're
the
calling out-
fans.
we're
maybe
calling
it's
out
just
Drizzy
those
on this
fans who are
podcast.
just like.
Well, I
maybe
always
it's-
knew
it's
Drake was
probably
gay.
not- it's probably
because
not
Drake. Drake is the, he's just the sort of who you would find a picture of sucking dick.
But it's
Honestly,
it's just probably the fans who are just super angry and just like, no, my hero can't be gay.
It's like if I had a twin, I'd still fuck him. You know, like at
Would
every
you
second
fuck me?
song.
I'd fuck me.
It's like Drake, whenever he talks about a woman in a song, it sounds like he's never been attracted to a woman in his life ever.
It's marketing, bro.
Yeah.
Well, is he gonna have his Tyler the Creator
Oh,
moment?
it's like an AI parody of like if you typed in, "Oh, I'm a heartbroken Canadian boy that used to be in a wheelchair, and my girlfriend has left me for another man. Can you write me a song?" It'd like shit out like Marvin's Room.
I
or
can
something.
see you in your eyes, you're angry. Regret don't shit on what you're saying now. You're mad 'cause he ain't me.
Girl, you mad
'Cause no one ever do it like me.
Bro, take care. That early Drake shit is so fucking good, man.
Yeah. Actually, no, his recent stuff is also good now. Like, he really fell off super
I
hard.
don't think I've listened to him since Views.
Yeah, no, so he sucked. Like, Scorpion sucked, then Certified Lover Boy was an absolute joke.
That's the only
That's
one
the
I've heard of
emoji
Drake
album
recently.
one, right?
Yeah, but like ever
It's
since then, like he
weird.
did the Her Loss with 21 Savage, which is actually good because he actually raps. He's not doing his any more sad singing,
I
singy
did.
boy.
I
lover
didn't
shit.
listen to it, but I did follow the model on the cover.
Yeah.
And then I unfollowed her because you shouldn't follow Instagram.
Oh, how long
thoughts.
is the kebab? Do I have time for a piss?
Oh, it's 2 minutes
Actually, no,
away.
I've got another beer in the fridge.
I don't think I do have time then.
Oh, you do. No, let's have a little break anyway.
No. We'll keep recording until it arrives, and then I'll do my bedtime
It's
story.
here.
It's here.
It's here.
Oh, okay.
Everybody,
No,
the
no,
kebab is here.
The kebab is here. All right, well, leave it running, and I'll read my little bedtime story for everyone. Hello.
Reese is going to do a bedtime story for us.
Kebab has arrived. All right, bedtime story. This is called The Tale of Mr. Fighty. Once upon a time, there was a man called Mr. Fighty, and every Friday night, he took to the clubs in his best Nike. He always went alone, for Mr. Fighty had no friends. He had already fought them all off, and then wonders where they went. He had never kissed a girl, despite what he claims, except once playing kiss chasey, but that was in 3rd grade. Mr. Fighty fought trees, he fought walls, he fought trash cans, and even pigeons. He once tried to fight a pig, but for that he almost went to prison. But one Saturday morning...
Ooh,
Yeah, you should see the other guy.
I like it.
I fucked up that pig, I promise.
But one Saturday morning, Mr. Fighty tried to fight a staunching bit of air. And sadly for Mr. Fighty, he tried to do this at the top of his stairs. Slip, swamp, bump, bump, ka-thump. Down Mr. Fighty fell and landed on his rump. Ouchies fudge nut, he yelled, clucking calamity. That does it, my next fight will be with gravity. So Mr. Fighty climbed to his feet and squared up to the big G. He was going to show gravity what for with jumping jacks.
Is that a
1,
physics joke?
2, 3.
Top
The big
G.
G.
Yeah,
Isn't
big
it
G
little-
gravity.
Very funny.
He was about to do his first jump when the pain shot through his spine. Arg, whiplash, from sending it too hard on the D floor last night. For it was Saturday morning, and not 12 hours ago, Mr. Fighty was head-banging his heart out, gurning on cheap blow. And now his Friday Nikes, still on from the night before, couldn't do one single jump off his hardwood floor. So defeated, exhausted, and all over kinda sore, Mr. Fighty started a fight against his bedroom door.
God damn.
The end.
That's
Good night,
beautiful.
ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
That's beautiful. That piano piece was amazing too.
Ah, yes, the default Harry Potter.midi file.
Beautiful as always, boys.
Good night.
You should have said to that guy, Reese, if you're going to call me I'm going to start treating you like a...
Oh.